All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on this February 20th, the day after President's Day, for the afternoon meeting. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, Ted. Good afternoon to you. Ken, good to see you. All right. Julian, Dennis, everyone. All right, make it hear loud and clear. John, what's up with you, too? Good afternoon. Good to see you, Stevie. All right. Todd, Benito. All right, guys. So let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry I missed you this morning, but every 2 weeks, I'm on TradeStation doing the morning meetings with them. So, we had Josh do the morning meeting for you this morning. And you know what? It's always nice to see that that a lot of the stocks that we found that are moving in the market, a lot of you guys found the same ones. So I want to go over some of those big winners that we had. I want to talk about some guys, some traders that did really well today, and give them a couple of round of applauses, and then we're going to do some shopping because, it looks like we're having a pretty interesting afternoon regarding the market being down literally almost 170 points as of right now. So anyway, let's talk about a couple of things that did make some big moves. First of all, we did had a couple of really nice trades. DCAR, called that out. It's funny that a lot of you guys found this morning too. And I was actually on TradeStation this morning, told them about this big winner too. Nice little cheap little mover. Stock was up as high as 14. Went from 5 to 14. Back in was at November, December. Nice little push. Nice little winner. That one did really well. We had RIOT. Okay, we had that one also did really nice. That was blockchain. That stock took a nice little pop early in the middle of the day, went from like $10 all the way up to about 12. That one also did pretty well. Let me fix the time chain here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Looks nicer in a 1 minute chart. So you can see how that had a little bit of a shake right here around 11:30, and then made a nice little pop right there. That one did pretty well. The two big winners I do want to talk about that I was really excited about, and actually I was like this close of selling my swing trade right at the gate, but here we have U.S. Steel. That stock has been doing great. Let me put a 2 minute chart. So anyway, in the pre-market, you can see it was trending down. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm going to want to sell it. It was down big. And I'm like, you know what? I had my window ready to sell at the gate. I said, let me just see what happens in the first minute or two. And sure enough, this thing just took right off. And good thing I didn't sell it. But so my swing trade did great on it, but the day trade was phenomenal. A lot of you probably should have got in when I got in. I jumped in right around 45, and that one was good for about 46.50. I made about $1.10 on that. That was pretty good also. And a couple other ones that did unbelievable. But when I was on TradeStation, I told people to be very careful of the stock. A lot of people don't realize that when you're dealing with a $90, $100 stock, they think you all could afford it. And they all think you have to trade the option, which you could see right here. This one was a screaming short. I said it in the trading room. And, I mean, come on, you can't get a prettier chart than that. Look at that pre-market. They were dumping, and they had orders in pre-market getting out of that trade. And it just went from 110 up until about 9 o'clock when I started my meeting on TradeStation. I mean, you could see it was just holding there right around the 20 at the 97. And then if you had the short right there, boom, the thing just dropped. A matter of 30 minutes, 97 to about 95. Boom, there's your 2 points right there. There's your 1,000 shares, 2,000, $500,000 a year. Who doesn't like that? Okay. So anyway, that was a great short. Apparently came out with bad earnings, which is kind of weird. I never heard of Walmart come out with bad earnings. That was a first. Anyway, a couple of quick shout outs because some guys did great. Todd did also. He did pretty well on that DCAR. He made about 20 cents. Let's give him a round of applause. Ken did pretty well. He made about 42 cents on that blockchain. Good for you, Ken. Congrats. Ben made a lot of money on Square. Let me bring up Square. Square was all over the place. So Square, did I bring it up? Oop, didn't come up. SQ, there it is. Square was another big winner. He made a lot of money. I could even add it up where he made a lot of money on that one. But he also made about $1.10 on the Walmart trade, and that's pretty good on a short. So me and Ben did pretty well on that one too. Good going, Ben. All right, good for you. Ben stealing my Square kept saying, well, you know, Square, just remember, guys, you got to be a little bit more advanced trader on that Square. Square's been, I've been a big fan of Square for a while. That was my swing trading account, but I sold it. But it's becoming back another day trade. Let me tell you, that thing breaks out a new high. That thing's going to take off. So you would never think Square would be like, who want to trade Square? You know what I mean? But look at it, 2017, you know, the thing went from like what, $15 all the way to 45. Sometimes you don't have to need to spend a lot of money. You don't need to trade the Amazons and the Facebooks and the Teslas to still make money. You know, less risk, more reward. That's what it's all about. All right, so what are we trading going into this afternoon? Well, first of all, I'm still a big fan on the short in Walmart. All right. Let me just bring that up. WMT, you could see Walmart is really holding pretty strong right here. It's like hitting a really big brick wall right now, right here between 95 and 95.50 and 94.50. If it does break that, but it looks like it's trending down. It's breaking lower lows. So I'm still keeping Walmart on my short list. I want to see what happens the last 30 minutes of the close. One other stock that I found, I told you guys in the middle of the day, about this one right here, the VYGR. The only thing that kind of I didn't like too much about it is that the volume was pretty light, and when you have low volume, you have bigger spreads. It's got some decent iceberg orders you could see here on the matrix. That one's not terrible. I want to keep an eye on that one. What else do we have here? Just going through my other scanner here. Yeah, I want to add low volume. Sometimes you always get new ones that pop out from nowhere. Program trading kicks in. This one's got decent volume also. I like to keep an eye on this one. Took a big hit. Is that PI? Yeah, PI right there. That one, look at that one. Look at that beauty. Stock right there is up about $1, up 9%, 1.7 million shares. Look at that long-term chart, $60. Look how beautiful those lower lows are right there. So now it's a little bit of an uptrend. Some of you might look at it, well, is this, are we done? Is it over? You know when you're over? When the fat lady sings at 4 o'clock, that's when it's over. So I think you still got some room over there for some action. Once again, we'll see what happens when we do that 230 move. Couple other shorts. I don't know if this one's on your short list, but this MDXG is getting killed. Look at that chart right there. Check if she's on your short list, but that one looks even better than the Walmart. Once again, you don't have to always trade a $90 stock to make money. I mean, you can see this one went from 10 all the way down to 870. You know, down 39%. You can still do pretty well on your shorts on stuff like that too. This stock got killed right here. I don't know if she's ever going to come back, but not on a lot. I mean, it still can drop down 55 more points, but this stock right here, you could see the long term. The stock was an $80 stock. You know, gap down pretty bad. It's coming back a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. We could probably keep an eye on that. Spread's pretty big. Volume's okay, 25%. UBNT, that one's not terrible. Now, Rite Aid, I don't know. I don't understand this stock. I was talking about this morning, man. This stock, I still can never figure it out. It goes up, it goes down. I mean, this thing is just like all over the place. I'm only bringing this up because it came up in conversation this morning in pre-market I found. So I thought we might have something of interest, but from what it looks like you still can't figure it out. All right, another stock, which it's a little on the expensive side. Some of you guys remember this. Remember DQ? Look at DQ. DQ is doing pretty cool, making some big moves right here. DQ is really, really interesting right here. Nice little trend right there. Volume is just light. That's the only concern I have. And you know, when you got a stock that has very light volume, you're going to get very, very big spreads. Only concern that I have on that. All right, there were a couple of good and decent investments, you know, stocks, swing trades, but I don't know, I wasn't too. I don't know if I want to spit that out. I was thinking of WBAI. You know, this thing was a $10 stock, and you know it's up almost 18. Looks like it's coming up to resistance. You might be able to squeeze another buck out of it, maybe, But, you know, low volume, 300,000 shares. You know, listen, when we go into the afternoon, you all know there's not always a lot of big movers. We always make most of our money in the pre-market and in the morning hours. The afternoon's just a lot nicer because you get a good sense of direction and know where you want to go. And then also, I'm still a big fan of the X trade, so keep that on your watch list also. X was just a fun stock, man, I'll tell you. By the way, when I was looking at X, I just want to bring this up. X, some of us are probably debating like, well, where's the resistance levels? Let me tell you, X was a $200 stock. This stock got destroyed in 2008, okay? Went all the way down to 20. I don't know if some of you probably don't remember this, but this stock has been having a very tough time making a comeback, but with a lot, if this whole tariff thing comes true that Trump is doing with metals of overseas and tax, putting huge tariffs, you know, you never know. Stock can go back to 180. I'm holding it as a swing trade. I like it as a swing trade. But once again, I own it on Friday when a lot of you guys saw me. I mean, I chased this thing. I ended up paying $42, you know, and this thing we saw it at 37. You know, I'm like, what the hell was going on? So, but I'll let you know if I'm going to get out of it. But as of right now, I pretty like it. I almost got out right here. Got a little nervous. You know, I want to take that buck profit, but you know, not doing too bad right now. All right, guys, anything I'm missing I did not call out? Jonathan says 94.75 iceberg order on the Walmart trade. Yeah, you know, you could let me just bring that up right there. I don't really see any big iceberg orders. You know, you got one right here, a big buyer, yeah, 20,000 at 94.50. Yep, see that one right there. 75. Looks like that guy got taken out, but I'm not a fan of it. Listen, the stock, you could see it's got a. This is iceberg at its best. Okay, let me just show it to you. Let me do a quick education for you guys. You see that big buy right there? You see how the stock went from all the way from 98 all the way down to 94.50 and went right back up to 95.50. The reason why it wouldn't break it and came up and came down is because that big buyer is sitting right there. You got 6,000, you got 20,000. All right, that's a lot of money right there, guys. A lot of money. All right, so let's see if those guys get taken out. If they get taken out, this thing's finished, done. This thing's gonna tank. But let's see what happens when you get close to it. Looks like she's starting to trend down. Let's give it a minute. Let's see what happens. Let's see what this guy does right here. You know, we got a lot of trial members in here, and we got a lot of YouTube fans here, and they probably want to know how does this whole iceberg order, you know, high frequency trade works. We might be able to experiment right now. Let's just give it a little minute. Let's see what happens here. You're about 10 cents away. You saw it at 95, down to 60. He's there. I mean, you can see him, 20,000. See the time in sales. A lot of transactions going on the ask. There you go, 60.61. It's gonna probably keep testing it. They see him out there. They see him out there. By the way, for everyone that tells me it's a fake order, if you think that's so fake, go out there and watch hit that button. Anybody want to take a chance? Who wants to go out there and see if that guy's a real order? Anybody want to go out there and test it and put a $2 million trade out there and execute that guy? Mary's like, not me. Well, that's how you know if it's fake or not. All right, guys, listen, good luck today. Happy trading, and I will see you back here tomorrow for the afternoon, for the morning meeting, and for everyone else, listen, let's trade going to the afternoon, and hopefully all you trial members out here, they're in the trading room, are enjoying your time here. And remember, we're here at 8:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. So just look, listen, and learn. All right, everyone? Thanks, everyone. Good luck today. Happy trading.